Hello there everybody and welcome back to falmunction Plays Dark Souls Remastered. So while we are in the neighborhood of Anor Londo right now, I was thinking, why not just go and kill Gwendolyn? I know I said I was gonna kill him last, not because I wanted to make an Arnold quote, but it would be kind of fitting because he's the mastermind in the background, pulling all the strings, so to speak. But on the other hand, I'm like, there's only so many areas still to go and so many bosses. And I don't want these last few videos to be disjointed. I want them to be sort of, so they flow well together. And this seems to be our last real opportunity to kill Gwendolyn, so we're gonna take it. We faced him once, but then I was like, maybe not. However, here's our chance. And for old time's sake, let's watch the cutscene one last
Heretic.
time.
First thou offendeth the Godmother, and now thou see fit to trample upon the tomb of the great Lord.
What of it?
I am the Dark Sun, Gwendolyn. Let the atonement for thy felonies commenceth.
No chill on Gwendolyn. None whatsoever. Yeah, so the big one does not home. Should have stayed there. And then, of course, we did get hit, but oh well. Let's just play it safe. Just bip and bob on that one. Slice him up. His hitbox does linger. What are you gonna do? I knew it. Another one. Ooh, that hurt. Get him out there. Get them all out. So that's pretty much as good as I would imagine this going. Oh, thank you so much for... He's almost dead already. Okay. Let's give him a taste of our own medicine, shall we? Can't? There you go. Bye-bye.
Oh, heretic, swathed in dark, an eternal curse upon thee.
And that's all she wrote. Finally, Anor Londo is 100% God-free. Now, Gwendolyn, he is an interesting person. He is Gwen's last born, and he was born as a son. He's acknowledged as being male, even though he was raised as a daughter, and there's some sort of mumbo-jumbo about him being associated with the moon, and he has a bodyguard. And therefore being raised as a daughter. I think that's more or less... Wait, what? There's no item in here. Was there not supposed to be an item there? Alright. Actually, in the concept art, you can see Gwendolyn sit here beside the gravesite of Lord Gwyn, even though he's not really dead yet. Not in any traditional symbol of the word. So let's unpack some things here. Where do we have the Soul of Gwyn? I skipped over it again, didn't I? Soul of Dark Moon Gwyndolin, God of the Dark Sun and Guardian of deserted Anor Londo. Special beings with special souls, yada yada yada. Now, the bodyguard. Spare me. Actually, I should have known because it starts with a B. Although, it's not how it works. Too many armor pieces. Okay. Leggings of the Dark Moon Nightess, Firekeeper of Anor Londo. After becoming undead, she visited the Dark Sun Gwyndolin in the Mausoleum of the Spiral Depths, became a Blade of the Dark Moon, and assumed the firekeeping duty. She received these leggings, which hide her hideous form and help her hunt the guilty. And the other armor pieces are just variations on the same thing. So, a little less to go on here, but it's reasonable to assume that she was saved by Gwyndolin, and being an outcast herself, she found a new home here, which is nice. Wait, is this the actual Sunlight Blade? Okay. Okay, this is Seek Guidance, this is Sunlight Blade, alright. I wasn't quite sure if I was on the right one. Miracle wielded by Lord Gwyn's firstborn, boost right weapon with rays of sun. The power of sunlight manifested as lightning is very effective against dragons. When the eldest son was stripped of his deific status, he left this on his father's coffin, perhaps as a final farewell. And that's a very mysterious figure who we'll not really find anything out about in this game because, well, Gwyn was really keen on stripping his memory from this world completely. But that's another story. Alright, so we are moving forward in our quest to... Hey! I had no idea these guys can shoot open that wall for you if you want. Interesting. Anyway, in our quest to finding out more about this interesting deity / moon sorcerer, we're gonna head into this ominous area inside the catacombs. Why the catacombs? Don't ask me. Also, this is quite a lot harder than I anticipated. But if we play our cards right and don't get hit by arrows too much, we should be able to do it. Also, I'm cheating a little bit by using a holy weapon, it's called, right? I've infused it with holy. So that's how that works. So those guys don't respawn. That's pretty much it. Because otherwise this could be kind of annoying until you've found and killed the necromancer, who's the only necromancer right now who's still alive. Even at our level currently. Never mind. I sort of expected more from this fight. I don't know why. But I guess I usually don't use this kind of weapon. Here it is, the Dark Moon Seance Ring. Before we read it though, let's dole out some... What? Somehow I thought this might have been the necromancer crumbled on the floor. Kill the necromancer. It's also sort of fitting we're using the great scythe here because you can find that weapon by coming here. Oh, he's a toughie. He's also dead now. Hey, you're still alive. What gives? And here's our ladder. We can also just go back down. But why would we? There's just some item up here, I think. Right. Yeah. Tranquil Walk of Peace. How nice. Anyway, let us read the Dark Moon Seance Ring. If I can find it. The ring is granted to adherents of Gwendolyn, Dark Moon deity and last born of Gwen, Lord of Sunlight. Grants additional magic attunement slots. The Dark Sun Gwendolyn is the only remaining deity in Anor Londo. His followers are few, but their tasks are of vital importance. So, that's pretty much it from the things that we can find, and this puts us right, into the nest of skeletons. I should be careful here. Gee willikers. There we go. Gwendolyn is an interesting one because he was raised as a daughter. It's not really because he's been associated with the moon. That makes no sense. It's more likely that that's just a euphemism they use. Because in the actual enemy model, not just the concept art, you can very clearly see that that he does have breasts. So yes, without telling you outright, they pretty much make it clear that Gwendolyn is in fact transsexual or transgender. There's no real other way of interpreting that. And furthermore, we can also infer from that, you know, the whole thing of playing it down, of talking about it in euphemisms, that at least his family, but probably the whole society of Lord Ran, was not comfortable with this at all. At best, I would go as far as to say it would be a big embarrassment for the divine family, so to speak. However, and that's the interesting part for me, despite all that, he stays behind. He remains the one loyal pillar in Anor Londo that keeps it together, right? He actually goes to great lengths to perpetuate the Age of Fire, to preserve his father's legacy. So it's really tragic, actually. But enough of that. We are actually in yet another neighborhood where we can do something. Remember that one Titanite demon that we ran past? Well, it's showtime. Have at you. Actually ran past 2 of them so far. There's still one alive in Anor Londo. And wherever they show up, it's always a fight against the environment too. But you will be slain. I don't know why, but those 2 areas, they're in the same area. I just answered my own question. You can find the Dark Moon Seance Ring, but you can also find 3 Eyes of Death. Disappointing? Not quite. Let's put back our parrying dagger. And maybe we can find some solace in these... No, that's not the right one. In these sarcophagi. Because why not? Why wouldn't you? Just have a nice, cozy, relaxed rest in here, when none will be the wiser. We've earned it. Boy, they do make you wait quite a while here, don't they? But if you've seen the nest, there we go. You know you're in for a treat. I love that you can see the skeleton for just a split second. The controller's vibrating too, by the way. Very immersive. Spooky. Now this is an area we haven't actually seen yet. We've been in it, but not this far. Tomb of the Giants. We're gonna see... We're gonna actually spoil ourselves one of the major bosses. But it's for a good reason, and that reason is 100% completion. Though you can't really tell from here what is actually going on. It might just be like a closet full of skeletons. But this is the sarcophagus Gravelord. They're going to enter the Covenant. Sweet. We're gonna go further into the lore of this area and this particular person soon enough, but yeah. For that we have to go back to the Tomb of the Giants from the other side. And here we are back again in human form this time. Behind us there is yet another area we haven't been to yet. 1 out of 2, I think, that apply. Hope you don't mind the skipping around different areas, but you know, I told you, I'm trying to make it as smooth as possible for you. Also feels like forever since we've been here, or indeed since we... Hello? Indeed since we have explored any new areas in this game.
I did you wrong, but I didn't mean it. These temptations, they can overcome me. You know what I mean, don't you? Please, forgive me.
I thought we already did.
I did you wrong.
Yeah, we have. Okay. It's fine. We'll meet you later on. However, what we're gonna have to deal with here is some trouble. Oh dear. Some of the hardest enemies in the game. Somehow all these guys... Why are we... What was I thinking? Equipping this thing? We do need a shield. That's just sensible. I'm sorry. But these guys can be a pain in the dick. Come over. I want you to taste the Velka. Oh, he likes it. You like it, don't you? Whoa. Okay. At the very least, there's no necromancers down here. The archer's making it a little bit tricky, but we should be okay, more or less. Took the wrong time to try to attack. That's the shitty attack. Okay. You do not want to get caught by that. It decimates your stamina. So, ideally, we don't go through this area more than once. I'm gonna try my best to accomplish that, but you never know. And if we play our cards right yet again... This one always irritates me. There's a way of getting to it, but I think it involves dropping down somewhere. It's a little weird. I've only ever gotten it once, so I don't remember how to make it happen. This is the Dark Knight fight. Okay. Gimme those! Sweet, sweet parries. Right. Okay, thank you very much. And here we get the effigy shield, which I'm still not sure about if we need it for 100% completion, but why not get it? It's there. And down there you can actually see the bonfire I'm trying to get to. And after that, the whole thing is just peachy. Well, see you later. He's not dead though. Okay. Ouch. Oh, buddy. Stop. Okay. At least we got the knight. I don't think we're gonna get to the boss at this rate, but you never know. So also also just pretend like you're a new player. Come into this area, you only have that one lantern item which you have to replace your shield with. You have no idea where to go. This is... I'm making it look a lot easier than it would be. Lots of white titanite. As if the game wants to tell me something. Oh, two of you guys. You know what? We can just do this, right? Well, that stunned you, but it didn't kill you. Oh, man. That was close. Gee. What gives? 3? I don't remember there being 3. Bad time. Very bad time. So as I was saying, I'm the totally infallible expert at this game. Nobody could ever give me any pointers as to what to do differently. Except when it comes to rabbit skeleton dogs. Okay. Another one down. And you're next. That stun animation cracks me up. Come on, my friend. Okay. And the last one. Sure, take a bite. Alright. Probably you didn't have to fight them all, but I want to do it once at least. So you go down here to the right, I think is the bonfire with another item. Why not? Can we? No bonfire. Bonfire is above me? Below me? I mean, that's the way to the boss right here. I'm 100% sure of that. So the bonfire can't be too far away. What gives? Oh man. Clearly, I know this like the back of my hand. There we are. Okay, sweet. I will not, however, rest on it just yet. I'll just go back the other way and make sure I didn't miss any items. I know there's that one, at the very least. Well, okay, so I checked out the area. It's actually the covered silver serpent ring you get in there. I can show you, but that's about it. So, pretty much all you want to find is this bonfire, and if you want, just look up the covered silver serpent ring. There's a place, I think, behind one of the archers where you have to drop down or something. Don't worry about it. So here's the way to the boss. Oh yeah, actually before we do that, we should go human to grant ourselves an encounter. Now let's see if I can still remember how to get to it. To get to the area without actually fighting anybody. It's pretty easy once you know where to actually go. This is not it, I believe. Actually, do I go past them? Yeah, I simply go past them. Down here, down this little hole. Now you just go and follow the tracks. And there's an ominous area to the left here. I wonder what could be waiting for us there. Here's Leroy. And yes, this guy was named in honor of the meme. World of Warcraft. Sorry, Leroy. I don't want you falling off the edge, like actually happened to me once. Nice. This shield used to be my shit. It's the only item that I know that recharges your health when wielded. Legendary weapon of the Way of White, granted to an undead paladin long ago, once blessed with the protection of a white flame, but its power has all but faded, so that it provides only slight HP recovery. And then, I guess we can read the grant too. This mass of iron can only be lifted by those with inhuman strength, but it is blessed and very effective against agents of dark. Which, I assume it works like a divine weapon. It's called divine, by the way. It's not like holy weapons or whatever. Anywho, I guess we will just be taking a look, at least, at our boss here. Just a quick peek. I'm not really expecting to win, but I guess we'll see. Alrighty. Easy enough, again, if you know how to get through the area. I was always really afraid of these pinwheels. They are pretty much pinwheels, except they don't move and teleport, but there are already enough enemies to fight by themselves. But they're really just pushovers. These guys are maybe some of the creepiest enemies you can find in Dark Souls, but also kind of cute. Let's get rid of the sorceries. And then we can see what else is there. They're really kind of pushovers, honestly. A congregation of skeletons just sitting here. Yeah, these guys will infinitely respawn. They're not only a good source of souls, but they will also drop humanity. White Titanite chunk. You creepy buggers. White Titanite slab, there we go. So just as with the guys in the catacombs, you can just use a divine weapon and this boss will be a lot easier than otherwise. However, I'll just try out my luck this way, and if I really have a hard time against Nido, then I can still regress and concede, basically. Alright, here we are. The Gravelord fight. Before we go through though, let me see. Guess I don't really need this. Let's go with red tier stone. Yeah, Ring of Steel protection should be giving me a little more leeway with the skellies. And then hard to say if Velka is better here or the boulder side sword. Although I'm not infusing it. Here we go. Unfortunately, you can't avoid that fall damage. You'll always start this fight with one less Estus than usual. Oh well. One of the more obvious flaws of Dark Souls. Very few and far between. Yes, I know, I just joined your covenant and now I'm betraying you right away. What are you gonna do? Oh, send your army of skeletons after me? I mean, alright. Fair enough. Okay. Need to get the timing down a little bit better. Alright. Ah! Fair enough. You made your point, Nido. I'll see you next time.